A mother and her 2 young daughters killed in a fire that ripped through their house in just a matter of minutes. The only person who lived to tell the tale was husband and father Brent Patterson. And as his story changed, investigators questioned whether Patterson was being honest.
Such a difficult story. And nearly 3 years after, the case is closed without any ruling on what caused that fire. Karen Greer and CBS 46 crime scene investigator Cheryl McCollum go inside the case file to find out if what Brent Patterson told fire investigators is even possible.
Temperatures inside a house fire can double in seconds.
It went from 500 to 1,000. It doubled in temperature in less than 60 seconds.
That's what happened the night of February 9th, 2016, when the home of Brent Patterson burned down. His wife, Kathy, and 2 young daughters did not escape.
I tried to go back inside, and I couldn't because it was too hot and it was burning me.
Brent Patterson told investigators at least 2 versions of what happened. He and his family were upstairs asleep when a popping noise woke him up. The first account, he said he went downstairs to find the living room on fire. In the second account, he said he went downstairs and saw no smoke or fire. He reached for the front door thinking the noise came from outside. There was one consistency in each version. When he stepped outside his front door, the house burst into flames behind him.
I don't know if it was an explosion. I don't know what happened.
Investigators wondered which story, if any, was the truth. And so did we.
As the overall temperature of this room raises, and those items may not be in direct contact with the flame, they will get to a certain temperature, which is called their ignition temperature, and they will spontaneously burst into flame.
It's called a flashover, when a room gets so hot, it ignites. For that to have occurred, firefighters say the living room would have been at least 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit as Patterson approached the front door. Not possible, says Metro Atlanta fire expert Nicole Brock.
The internal temperatures are so hot. You're not even upstairs or in the next room before you open it up and introduce oxygen, which makes the boom.
Just as dangerous as a flashover, a backdraft. That happens when air meets a smoldering fire and explodes. Brock says that's unlikely in this case as well.
There's not enough oxygen that'll make even such a small fire causing an entire home to explode. That oxygen wouldn't have done that.
Fire investigators determined the fire started in the corner of the living room. They ruled out all accidental causes of that fire, a gas leak, electrical or appliance malfunctions, even the fireplace. An official cause was never determined, and the case was closed. Gwinnett County District Attorney Danny Porter says even though there was doubt in Patterson's stories, no one could point to arson.
It's not enough to say that's how the fire works. That's not how fire works. You have to say this was an intentionally set fire.
I went with CBS 46 crime scene investigator Cheryl McCollum to ask Patterson about the many red flags we found in the case file. He rebuilt the exact same house where the first one burned down. Patterson wasn't home, and neighbors we spoke with said he rarely is.
You've got experts in arson that can't agree that what happened. You've got a DA that cannot put this away. We have our own questions. Why doesn't he? I would be desperate to find out what happened.
Karen Greer, CBS 46 News.
Remember, you can learn more about this case and the work of our team on the CSI Atlanta podcast. You can listen for free on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Stitcher.